Hello again, welcome to Cine Tutorials. I'm Derek, and today I just want to focus on the DJI Phantom 3 Professional. Really my second time even operating any sort of aircraft, including an RC, and I was just impressed by how user-friendly and intuitive the folks at DJI have designed the Phantom 3 Professional and the Pilot app. I was able to capture some pretty amazing footage for only going out a couple times. My main goal and focus for purchasing a drone was to add another dimension to my documentary films and videos, so naturally I'm most concerned with the types of shots I'm pulling. Fortunately for me, DJI has made it extremely easy to fly one of these aircrafts. So my first time out, I just wanted to learn how the gimbal moved. I wanted to see how much control both the aircraft and the camera had, and I noticed that really sudden changes of direction or bursts of speed would affect the shot, but would eventually correct. When flying from the left and suddenly switching to the right, I noticed that the gimbal would come off axis for a slight period of time, and then it would correct. And when going forward at full speed, the props would enter frame just for a quick second until the craft would level off. Now for the setup and function of the aircraft and the flight app, there are tons of great tutorials out there from folks who are way more experienced than myself. But I will say, you are looking at me my second time there and things went really smooth. The Pilot app pretty much walks you through everything. And I do recommend the iPad. I did a lot of research beforehand. They say it gets the strongest video signal due to the processing speed. With the second flight, I wanted to test out a few things, camera related once again, but also wanted to test the limits of the aircraft a little bit. I wanted to see things from as many viewpoints as possible, from as high up and as low down as I could get. And I also wanted to focus on point of interest, being able to circle moving objects and things. And then finally I wanted to see the sort of range I was getting, both with the drone and the video signal. Stability was also something I was definitely concerned with, because I want my shots to be as smooth as possible and without having to go in and try to correct them later. It's never a good option for me. Now this is one area where things could possibly have gotten a little sketchy. Above a high traffic area, a major highway with power lines and a partially obstructed view. Luckily for me, both the video signal and the drone had great range, and if for some reason I took it out of range, the home feature would have activated and the drone would have come back to the point of takeoff, which is also really cool. I never got out of range though, and as you can see, I'm just to the right of this bridge, and it's about a mile or so from where I was taking the shots of the dome. So yeah, that's me and Jay right there. Another thing I wanted to play with was point of interest, circling and focusing on certain objects, and this was my first go at it, and as you can see, with a little more practice on the pilot skills, I'd have the boat in the center of the shot and it'd be a bit more smooth all around, but it looks great. I'm also impressed with how steady the aircraft remains once you've stopped movement. It's really important for me to be able to hold and settle on a shot. The last thing I wanted to focus on were the details and flying a little lower and seeing what kind of precision I could get, even having no experience, and that actually went quite well.
Yeah, can you just hover above the track and follow it?
In the manual it says the Phantom 3's GPS is sensitive to large metal objects and anything magnetic. It specifically mentions bridges and train tracks, so the bridge over the tracks was fitting for this. There was only one point when flying less than a foot above the tracks that the app said switch from P mode to A mode, and from what I understand, A mode is more of a manual mode, P mode relies more on the GPS. A mode is also meant for more experienced pilots, and they say for you to use P mode as much as possible. I didn't end up having to switch it to A mode because as soon as I flew about 3 feet over the tracks, my signal was back to normal. And with the bridge, there were no problems at all. All in all, this is an amazing piece of equipment for someone like myself with a cinematic eye but no flying experience. To be able to go up there and capture images unreachable, it's really a special thing. And I hope to just get better and better at flying so that I'm able to pull off basically any shot I need. So thanks for watching, and write your comments below. Thank you.